Failure. Just hearing the word fills us with fear, anxiety, and doubt. In India, failure is not just a setback, it is often treated as a shameful defeat. We've been taught that failing is unacceptable. That if you don't succeed on the first try, you are not good enough. But what if we told you that failure is not the opposite of success? It is, in fact, a necessary step towards it. Look at the most successful people in the world. What do they all have in common? They failed, multiple times. 99% of aspiring athletes never make it to the professional level. For every PV Sindhu, there are thousands of talented players who never reach the spotlight. 90% of startups fail within the first 5 years. Narayana Murthy's first business collapsed before he built Infosys. 95% of actors never land a major role. Amitabh Bachchan's first 12 films flopped before he became a superstar. Every successful invention has a trail of failures behind it. APJ Abdul Kalam failed his Air Force pilot test, but later became India's missile man. India's legendary badminton coach, Pullela Gopichand, recently sparked controversy by stating that less than 1% of players make it professionally. He has seen thousands of young talents pour their heart into sports, only to be left without a career. His words made India uncomfortable. Some called it discouraging, others saw it as a harsh reality check. But what he was really saying was this: failure is the norm, not the exception, and instead of fearing it, we need to prepare for it, learn from it, and build systems to support those who don't make it. History is filled with people who turned failure into success. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple before returning and building the iPhone. In sports, PV Sindhu lost 2 world championship finals before finally winning gold. Neeraj Chopra had multiple injuries and failures before winning an Olympic gold. Even India's ISRO failed Chandrayaan-2, but that failure taught lessons that led to Chandrayaan-3's success. Failures are never final, unless you stop trying. At Let's Practice Academy, we are on a mission to change India's perception of failure. To teach people that failing is not shameful, it is powerful. It is a sign that you tried, that you dared to dream. We teach resilience through hands-on learning. We encourage students to experiment, make mistakes, and learn without fear. Our goal is to create a world where failure is embraced as part of growth, where every child knows it's okay to fail, but not okay to quit. It's time for India to stop fearing failure and start embracing it as a stepping stone to success. Here's what you can do. Talk openly about failure. Share your struggles, break the stigma. Learn and adapt. Every failure carries a lesson. Find it. Normalize setbacks. Schools, families, workplaces must encourage learning from failure. Support second chances. Give failed startups, struggling students, and fallen athletes the chance to rise again. Celebrate comebacks. Recognize those who turn failure into success. At Let's Practice Academy, we believe that a country that embraces failure will produce fearless leaders, innovators, and champions. Will you join us in redefining failure? Failure is not a full stop, it's just a comma. Keep going, keep learning, keep practicing. Join the movement. Share this video and help change India's mindset on failure.